Hi everybody, back again. It is more Bixia. I am going to show you the haul I just got. So I got the necklace from Temu. This chiffon top is from Foxblood. I also have a skirt. These Sunnies are actually Temu. Love them so much. But okay, let's show you the belt is from Lala in Love. This is the skirt. And I have a unitard on under it. These are the new boots. Ooh. I've never worn them out, which is why I don't mind showing you while I'm standing on my couch. But obviously this is sheer. It's meant to be sheer, and that's why I have a unitard on under it. And that would definitely be, boom, the final look, the final countdown. And we would carry, obviously, the new Foxblood Bat Tote and the matching wallet. So it is raining outside, so this was the content that I could do today. Otherwise, I would show you a proper photo shoot with it, but that'll have to come on a dry day. I hope you guys are having a good day. Let's try out the other sunglasses. Nice. Still like these so much better. These are so much cooler to me. I just love how big they are. And I just think they're super cool. So when I go to, oh, my dog sees a dog. Sorry about the bark. When I go to New York City for my birthday next month, I am definitely going to be wearing these huge sunglasses, because one of the things I notice when I go to New York City a lot is the reflection off the glass buildings tends to give me a migraine right away, because I am actually medically photosensitive. So I can't be in super bright environments. It's probably why I'm a little bit of a goth girl, is because I like it dark. I like it dark. But this was my haul. So the steel necklace from Temu, $9.78. The sunglasses from Temu, which are the really, really big ones, these guys, these were $14.46. The Trent Reznor black liquid velvet boots, which I don't have on but got today, boom, those are fabulous. They were $120. The boots you saw me modeling, those were the Kira studded boots from Foxblood. Those were $160. The Bat tote bag, $70, worth every penny. The matching Bat wallet, $34. The ruffle skirt, that was $68, and that's the Leah ruffle skirt. The Cilia chiffon top, $56 for that. The large bondage wallet, where'd that go? Oh, not there. This guy. So the large bondage wallet was $34, and the slimed wallet was also $34. And I got those to go with some stuff I already owned. The Freya bag from Foxblood, which I'm gonna guess was probably maybe $120. I'm gonna guess. That sounds about right. But it's absolutely my favorite bag right now, even though I have like a million bags. I'm gonna guess this bag was probably somewhere between 70 and 100, and this is the rat bag from Killstar. So let's talk a little bit about the brands that I typically shop. I am an all access shopper. I do have fast fashion items. I do have custom made items that are made only for me. And then I have pieces that come from small independent places, and I have pieces that come from more mass market kind of places. Now, I would say roughly, if I was breaking down my wardrobe, and I've got to be honest, I have a ridiculously large wardrobe, and it covers so much, both in terms of style, in terms of fabric, in terms of construction, and in terms of the look of the item and how long it's going to last. So the things that are custom made to measure, those are going to last the longest for me, and I typically have things made out of 100% linen. I love linen in so many ways, and there's only really one way that I don't like linen. I love it because it's sustainable. Linen is a grass. It's a flax grass, so I love that about it. I love it because it's durable. Any linen dress that I have is going to last beyond my lifetime. I will be 56 next month, and so the dresses that I am having made that are custom made this year, they are going to last forever because linen is such a great fabric in terms of the longevity. It's cool in the summer, it's warm in the winter, it holds color very well. I like the feel of linen because it gets softer with repeated washings. The only thing I really don't like about linen, which is linen's major downfall, it does wrinkle easily. And you can't necessarily spot steam your clothes when you're at work. I am a professional tattoo artist, and because I'm a professional tattoo artist, I am hunched over all day long. And so if I'm wearing a linen dress and I stand up, the thing is just a hot mess because I don't have an office job. I am molding myself around my client to tattoo them. So that's the negative on linen, but because it lasts so long, because it's such a beautiful fabric and it's a sustainable fabric, and because I'm buying from small makers that are women, they are being supported typically in areas like the Ukraine and Eastern Europe. A lot of my stuff comes from there. And then I do have a couple seamstresses that I personally work with that come from Cambodia and Vietnam. And they make a lot of custom clothing for me. About 30% of my wardrobe roughly is custom made just for me. And I don't say that to brag, it's really a necessity for me because I don't fit in standard sizing. So I'm 5'6", I weigh 105 pounds as of today, and my measurements for my bust are 34 inches, my waist is 26 inches, and my hips are just a tad shy of 32 inches. I don't have the normal ratio. Normally, in straight sizing, the ratio between the waist and the butt is usually at least 8 inches, sometimes 12. Well, mine is nowhere near that big. And so typically things don't fit me well off the rack. Like I just had a huge haul of trousers from Disturbia, and I had to drop an additional $400 to have them tailored because they just don't fit me off the rack. It's just never going to happen. Oh, thank you, Mermez. Yes, a lot of people say I look like Angelina Jolie. I get that a lot. And then the other thing that people say I look like is Pam from True Blood. I don't know the actress's name. And so we're talking Jurassic Frog about my wardrobe choices. In terms of the stuff that's more independent brands, that's going to be Foxblood. That's going to be things like Morning Witch. And they are going to be more of your mid to higher end clothing. I have a lot of things from them. I do have a lot of fast fashion pieces, and I got those before I really became aware of how detrimental fast fashion was. But I will admit there are still things that I buy from fast fashion, like this lovely steel Morningstar necklaces. I try not to make a habit of it. It's not my first go-to, but let's be honest, if you're buying from an independent maker, their costs are higher and therefore their price is going to be higher. And sometimes that price is just a little high when you can get something that's equally similar from fast fashion for anywhere from 1/10 of the price. So I do have some fast fashion, but my main wardrobe in terms of things that are not custom made and are not fast fashion consists of Disturbia. I have Midnight Hour. I have Forest Ink. I have Killstar. I have Morning Witch. I have Elle Rebel. I have Vintage Vandalism. I have Trashy Diva. I like their stuff. I have a lot of their stuff. The leopard gown that I wore recently in one of my videos, that's from Trashy Diva, fabulous brand, also woman-owned. Additionally, I have some things, I'm trying to think of everything. Elle Rebel, Vintage Vandalism, Trashy Diva, Killstar, Disturbia, Morning Witch. that's what's coming to my mind at the moment. So I have a lot of different things from a lot of different price points. I have things that are very inexpensive, and typically I mix the inexpensive stuff with the very expensive stuff, and I come up with an aesthetic that I like. About 30% of my wardrobe is what I would call soft goth. About 30% is pinup reproductions that come from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and a few things in the 60s and 70s, but not so much. I'm not as fond of the silhouettes of the 60s and 70s compared to the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So I have a lot of things from those eras, and from those specific eras, those things are clothing that I am very fond of, and a lot of times those things are going to be custom made for me. And in terms of other types of clothes that are more, you know, mass produced, I have things like Vampire Freaks. I have, what else? Trying to think of some of the Dolls Kill, Strange Cult, and then I have the Phantasmagoria stuff, and Phantasmagoria actually owns a lot of different brands. They own Dolls Kill. They own several different pieces of, I think they've got like 14 different brands underneath their label. It's a lot. And so I have a bunch of things from them. Now, I think personally, it is just my opinion, that the fast fashion of the Phantasmagoria stuff, it's not necessarily produced in the most sustainable way, but it does have a great aesthetic. I think the price points are generally good. I've been really happy with the overwhelming majority of everything I've bought. There's very few companies that I buy more than one or two things from that I think are terrible. So I think that between, you know, the pieces that I got before I became more aware that are more fast fashion-y, the pieces that are custom made, and the pieces that are somewhere in between their independent stuff, I have a pretty decent spread, and you will see all that on my channel. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope your weather is better than mine. We are having tremendous thunderstorms today. Anyway, bye guys. Thanks for joining. Be good.